Hello, welcome to the Metastatic Breast Cancer Support Group Chair Yoga class presented by me, Joyce. I am a member of the Metastatic Breast Cancer Support Group, Hope and Friendship, and we thought maybe this would be a nice opportunity to bring breath into the body and take a chair yoga class. So I will be offering different options for each pose. All you need is the chair and some comfy clothes and just your willingness to take this class and bring some wellness into you, some breath into the body, and heal the body with the breath. So that being said, welcome to the class. Let's sit back in the chair, bringing the spine against the back of the chair. Get comfy, wiggle around till you feel good. Maybe place the palms of your hands flat on your thighs. Sitting up tall, crown of the head is reaching towards the ceiling. Feet are hip distance apart. And we'll come into the room. And we'll close our eyes. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose. Inhale it in. Exhale, sigh it out. And we'll continue with that breath. Inhale in. Really fill up the lungs. Exhale out. 2 more times. Inhale in. Exhale out. I'm aware of my inhale. I'm aware of my exhale. Let's do it one more time. Inhale in. And exhale out. And let's just take a moment to come into the room. Let everything else go. This is your time, your practice, your breath, and the moment you'll give to yourself. So let's blink our eyes open, wiggle around into the room. So like I said, I will give you some options, some different poses, but everything will be done in the chair, okay? Again, thinking about the breath as we continue, bringing the breath into the body, visualizing how it heals the body, and bringing some relaxation to the body, to the central nervous system with our pranayama breath. Prana means life force and yama means breath, to gain control. So we're trying to gain control of what happens, how we feel in each particular day, maybe during a scan, maybe during a treatment, and what we can control is our breath. So we'll start in our mountain pose. Feet hip distance apart. Options for the hands is we'll reach forward with the hands, scooping up all the energy up over our head. Maybe we gaze up till the eyes meet the ceiling. And we exhale and we shake our hands, shake all the energy down and over our bodies as we bring all that healing energy, good vibes to ourselves. So we'll do that 4 more times. Inhale up. Exhale, shake it on down. Using your breath. Inhale, fill all the way up. Exhale, shake it on down. Second option for these hands would be inhale up. At the top, press the hands together, lower them right to the heart center, right here between the 2 breasts, wrapping the elbows in. That's an option for the hands too. 1 more. Inhale up. Exhale, press the hands, lower them down as you exhale all the way up. And hands can come back to the thigh. Let's begin with the cervical spine, okay? The cervical spine is an extension of the full spine. So sometimes when you wake up, maybe that the neck is a little sore, so let's bring some movement into that. So this will be our center as we're looking straight ahead. So we'll inhale. And as we exhale, we'll slowly bring the chin to the chest and we'll pause there for a moment, noticing how that feels in the back of the neck, okay? So inhale it, round it back up. Exhale, chin to chest. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale, chin to chest. Slow and controlled. Inhale up. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale up. Now let's look over our shoulder. For me, it's my right shoulder. I'll drop my chin towards my shoulder. I'll take an inhale and really fill up my lungs. Inhale. And as I exhale, I'll trace my collarbone across the front of my chest and up into the opposite shoulder. And we'll pause for a second. That's the full exhale. So inhale at the top. Exhale, drop the chin and roll it across like you're scooping. Maybe it's a half moon. Inhale at the top. Exhale, lower the chin. Now take a few of those on your own, inhaling and exhaling, noticing how that feels at the neck, pausing where that feels good for you, just bringing some mobility into the neck. And let's all meet back in center as we roll the chin back up, looking forward. From here, we'll just drop the ear towards the right shoulder, noticing how that feels in the side of the neck. Maybe you drop the left arm down, extending that stretch a little bit more. Maybe the right hand comes to the top of the crown of the head, and just the weight of your hand will just intensify that stretch just a little more. But we're not yanking the neck over towards the elbow. We're just gently using the weight of our hand. Right fingertips come to your temple and slowly bring the head up forward, and we'll come back to center. Drop it to the opposite side. Left ear, left shoulder, noticing how that feels. Maybe the gaze is forward, maybe the gaze is up, maybe the gaze down at your thigh, whatever feels good in your neck. Drop the right hand to bring a little bit more length into the side of that neck. Maybe the left hand comes up to the crown of the head, and just the pressure and weight of the hand intensifies that stretch a little bit more. We're inhaling and exhaling. Left fingertips come to left temple, bring the head back up, and drop the hands back to the thighs. So that's a little bit of movement back and forth. Just let's look right and left, and right and left, and back to center. Let's move with our shoulders. Inhale the right hand up, back and around. Maybe you take the hand like a locomotive and just go up, back and around. Up, back and around. One more, up, back and around. Left hand, up, back and around, like a locomotive. Up, back and around. Okay, you don't forget to breathe, inhaling and exhaling. Let's take both shoulders up, back and around. Up, back and around. Up, back and around. And let's wiggle on that chair and get comfy. Let's take an inhale from our seated mountain pose. Inhale up. Exhale, press the hands together and lower to heart center. Let's close our eyes for one moment and set an intention. What will the intention of this class be for you? Will you bring breath to the body? Will you just dedicate this time to yourself? Maybe you dedicate this class to a loved one that needs awesome energy being sent to them. You decide. Blink your eyes open. Let's take an inhale up. Really fill up. Maybe you look up, exhale, press them together and lower them on down. And from here, we will take some movement in our wrists. Now, if you were on the floor, your wrists sometimes can take a beating in yoga. Maybe the lymphatic system, maybe the fluids all pool in the wrist. So I like to move my wrists. So let's point the fingers forward, thumbs up, and bring them in as if you're going to play foosball. And then bring them up. In, out, flip the palms up, fingers reach the floor. So we move up and down, up, down, up, down. Now make circles with your fingers, spread the fingers as if you were twisting a jar, turning a knob, whatever it is that you like to do. And shake them on out. And we'll move on to our lateral side bends. So options here, right hand holds on to the right side of the chair. Okay, we'll take an inhale. And on our exhale, we'll reach up and over. So options here are to look straight at the iPad or the computer, noticing how that feels in the side body, through the armpit, up the back of the tricep. Options for your gaze is to look forward or to look up at your hand. Your fingers are spread, your thumb, maybe you just look up at your thumb, if that feels good in your neck. If that doesn't feel good in your neck, the gaze can, again, come straight ahead or look down on the right side holding the chair, whatever feels good for you. And we'll bring it back to center. We'll take it to the opposite side. So the left hand's going to hold the chair. We'll take a deep inhale, fill up the lungs. On our exhale, we reach it up and over, noticing how that feels on the right side body. Again, on the side of the body, up through the armpit, behind at the tricep. Maybe you feel it through the fingers. The options, 3 options for where your gaze will be: straight ahead, down at the left shoulder or the floor, or maybe up at the right hand at the thumb, whatever feels good in your neck. And we come back to center. So we'll move alternating left to right with our breath. So inhale, we're here, sitting tall, mountain pose. Exhale, reach. Back through center, inhale, exhale, reach. And we'll take that 2 more times on each side. Inhale, exhale, reach. Inhale, exhale, reach. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And come back here to our seated mountain pose. The crown of the head is reaching up, spine is long. We'll inhale, scoop up some energy. Exhale, let it rain on down, shower on down over you. 2 more times. Inhale, scoop it up. Exhale, shake it on down. Inhale, scoop it up. You're doing a great job. Exhale, shake it on down. And from our lateral side bends, we'll take some movement with our spine with 2 poses that we call cat and cow pose. I'd like to begin with the cow pose. So in our cow pose, we're arching our back. So think about a cow, the back is arched. So we're lifting the navel forward, arching the back, okay? Arms are tucked beside the body. So we're rolling them in or wrapping them in, I should say. Shoulders are back and we squeeze between the shoulder blade. Okay, so the navel is reaching forward towards the computer. This is, and maybe if it feels good in your neck, you can look up, your eyes can greet the ceiling. If that doesn't feel good in your neck, you can just keep it forward. But right here, the shoulders are back. Shoulder blades are squeezing together. Back is arched. That is our cow pose. Okay, so we take that inhale on the cow pose. And on the exhale, we'll do this real slow. The hands will come to the thighs. Now we're rounding those shoulders forward. The top of the hands are cupping the top of the knees. Now the spine is reaching towards the computer. So we're rounding the spine forward and maybe we tuck that chin to the chest. Noticing how that feels in the middle back, the upper back. This is our cat pose. So think about a cat, like a scary cat, like, you know, the shoulders go up and it's rounding its spine forward. That's our cat. So we'll move with this as we take a deep inhale, the hands slide back up, wrap the shoulder, the ribs, shoulders come back. We're squeezing the shoulder blades together and we're now arching the spine forward, right? So it's coming away from the back of the chair. Inhale, exhale, hands come back on the thighs, rounding the shoulders forward. The hands are reaching over the kneecaps. Spine is reaching forward. Navel is pulling back to the back of the chair. That's your cow. We'll take this, come back to inhale. We'll move a little faster. Cow pose, exhale, cat pose. 2 more. Inhale, cow pose. Noticing how that feels in the front of the chest. Feels so good. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. And come back to center. And let's wiggle out, move around a little bit. Move those shoulders. Noticing how that felt in the spine. Those are great, great poses to do every day. And from here, we'll come back to our mountain pose, but with our mountain pose this time, we'll take some twists. So options for the twist, I'll give you options. So we'll inhale it up and exhale, our hands will come to center. So we'll stay here and begin our twist. Now you can stay with the back, your bum against the back of the chair, or you can move. I like to move a little bit up on the chair. It gives me more range of motion in my twist. So you do what feels good for you, you do you. So let's start here with our inhale. And on our exhale, we're just rotating and twisting. So the gaze is now at the side wall, and we're twisting from the lower rib cage, right here, maybe across where the navel is, and we're twisting here. So we inhale here. Option 2 for a deeper twist would be to twist open here. Left hand comes to the outside of the right thigh, right? So we're still keeping the torso forward, and the right hand reaches back. Maybe you look back. Maybe you spread your fingers. Thumb is reaching for the ceiling, noticing how that feels as you open up your chest, twisting and rotating. And inhale draws you forward again. Okay, we'll take this on the opposite side. Your option, which way you want to go with this. Inhale, exhale, twist, which is great, just to twist right here. So you're wrapping the rib cage over towards the left this time. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Maybe this time you bring the hand down to the thigh. Maybe you reach the opposite hand back. Maybe you look back at it. You decide. Inhale and exhale. So that's the right and left side. Now we will do the same thing, twisting, alternating sides. Okay, so let's start with our mountain pose and our deep inhale in. Exhale, hands come to center, and we twist to the right. Inhale, come back through the center. Exhale, twist left. You take the twist, inhale, whichever way you want. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And come back to center. Just shake it out, move around a little bit. Noticing how that felt, right? In the upper ribs, the middle ribs, the twist, the back. You tap into a lot of areas of the body there. From here, we'll go to our forward fold. I'll give you variations for the forward fold as well. So I'll give you 3 variations for the forward fold. You take what works for you, you do you. Inhale it up. On your exhale, we'll do our I Dream a Genie arms, and we'll hinge from the hips forward, and the elbows will just rest right at the edge of the kneecaps. That could be your forward fold, rounding the spine forward, and maybe you tuck the chin. Inhale comes back up. Option 2, exhale, hinge from the hips, and hands come to the side of the calves. Rounding the spine forward, hinging from the hips, dropping the chin to the chest, gaze is between the feet. Notice how that feels. Inhale, we'll all come up again. Third option for our fold. Exhale, reach it all the way forward, hinging from the hips, reaching forward, and fingers come to the outside of the feet, shoes or slippers, whatever you have on. Drop the chin, gaze comes down between the legs. Inhale draws you back up. Exhale, we fold it forward. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, fold and hinge forward. Inhale comes back up. And that's your forward fold. Now, depending on where you are, what you're doing for this particular day, maybe you had treatment, maybe you're just feeling a little dizzy, you would take your version of a forward fold. Okay, so moving on, we'll bring some mobility and some stretching into the inner thigh. So come to about the third, well, 3/4 of the way, I should say, on the chair, and open up the thighs. If you like to stay here, you stay here. If you open up, you decide, right? You decide on your ability here. And we'll just take some dips here. So hands are flat on the thighs. And as we inhale, right here at the center, we exhale and we dip over towards the opposite knee. Inhale draws you straight up into, exhale, you dip, and your gaze follows the shoulder. Inhale up, exhale, dip, left shoulder, right knee. Inhale up, exhale, dip the shoulder, and come back to center. You can walk the feet in if that's too much on the inner thighs, or you can remain out here. You can always bring the knees in and just give them a shake if you need to. Let's continue. So from here, we'll take this same wide-legged seated twist, but this time we'll reach left to right. So we'll inhale, exhale, reach. Inhale, exhale, reach. Inhale, reach. Inhale, reach. One more each side. Inhale, reach. Inhale, reach. And come back to center. Let's walk the legs in for a second. Give them a shake. Maybe lift it up. Lift each one up. And we'll come back. Bring the legs back out. For a seated, wide-legged seated pose here. And from here, we'll bring some more mobility into the hips, into the waist, as we stir the pot, or maybe mix the love. So let's do sweet potato hands right here, right? Right in the center of your wide-legged seated pose here. And we start by just making little circles, left to right. And as we continue here, we add in the waist, we add in the middle of the ribs here, we're adding in the back. As these circles become bigger, we're stretching, moving the whole torso left to right, making these big, big, big circles, okay? And then eventually come back in, making the circles smaller and smaller until we get back here, stirring the pot. Let's stir the pot to the opposite way. So we'll make the circles start small. You know, this is up to you, how much or how little you reach with those arms, how big those circles are, you decide. Really, really bring in some mobility. I love this. This feels so good, right? Hopefully it does for you. So what are you doing? Are you stirring the pot or are you mixing the love? Let's bring the circle in, smaller and smaller and smaller until we get back here. Hands will come to the outside of the thighs and slowly walk the knees back in. Okay, so from here, we can come back through center and just open and close. Open and close. And come back to center. Continuing with some hip mobility. We'll take an inhale, we draw the right knee in. Now, options here is to stay in the middle of the chair. Maybe you scoot your fanny all the way back so you have some support with the back of the chair. If you're able to lift the knee up, whatever works for you, you decide. So go, you can play around. If you have enough room to do it this way, then use the support of the back. If you feel like you need a little bit more room, slide your bum to the middle of the chair and take it from there. Maybe fix your yoga pants. So from here, we'll take the inhale and pull that right knee towards the chest. Now, if you can't hold it here, you can always, options to hold underneath the back of the thigh, options to hold a little lower. You decide what feels good for you when you're drawing that right thigh towards the right chest, towards the right shoulder. And from here, we'll just hinge the hip open towards the side wall. So inhale, and we exhale as we open it. So whatever way you need to open or hold, I should say, the leg is where your hand should be. So if you need to go here, if that works for you. So inhale, bring it here. Exhale, we hinge it open, flexing the foot. Inhale, sitting up tall. Exhale, not rounding the spine. We're sitting up tall. Inhale, you're here. Exhale, you're here. Couple more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And draw the knee back in and lower it down. Stamp it up and down and slide the foot out. You probably can't see my heel here, but I'm on the heel of my foot and I'm pointing and I'm flexing my foot. Okay. Option 2, if you want to work the top of the quad, is to lift the foot up. Now you see my slippers. Yep, I'm taking yoga in slippers. You hold underneath the back of the thigh and point and flex, point and flex. Option to let go of the thigh and hold it, point and flex, point and flex. You decide. It's your body. And lower it on down, shake it out, and we'll move to the opposite side. So you know where we're going, you know what we're doing, you do what works for you, you place your hands where you need to be. So inhale, grab the knee, flex the foot, draw the left knee towards the left shoulder, and hold it there for a minute. You're in. You are aware of your inhales and aware of my exhales. So inhale it up, exhale, open it up. Where is your hand? Where do you need your hand to hold that open? Inhale, exhale. Inhale, sitting up tall. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. And bring it in, drop it, shake it for a second, loosen it up, and extend that heel out. Pointing and flexing, option 1. Keep pointing and flexion. Option 2, lift the thigh up, hold behind the back of the thigh, point and flex. Option 3, release, point and flex. And everyone drops it down, brings it down, and stamp up again. Good job, good job, you're doing a good job. Okay, let's take a few more mountain poses. So let's slide back in the chair. Let's grab some length here in our spine. Crown of the head is reaching up. Inhale, scoop it up. Exhale, press the hands together. Let the whole breath out. Really think about your inhales, filling up the lungs. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And hands rest on the thighs. From here, we'll continue working on the hips by taking a figure 4. Now, not everyone can lift that knee up, cross it over into a figure 4. So if you can't do that, you can continue with just lifting and hugging the knee in and out, maybe hug the knee to the left or right, or you do take the figure 4, which is on your inhale, you'll lift this up, exhale. We're gonna cross it over. Now get settled here. You don't have to land the pose the minute you get here, right? Do what feels good for you. Never do we want pain in the knee. Never do we want pain in the hip or the ankle. So the ankle, the bone of the ankle is past the knee. The foot is flexed, okay? Maybe this is as far as your knee goes. Maybe you have more flexibility in your knees. The line is a little straighter. That doesn't work for me in my body. So I feel it in the hip here with the thigh and the hip meet. So this is where we use the breath, right? So maybe it's a little uncomfortable. So we take a full inhale. On the exhale, can we soften into the pose a little bit more? Can we take our hands and lightly rest them on our inner thigh and just pushing the thigh forward maybe? See how that feels. If you notice any different sensation, we'll stay here for a couple more breaths. If it's too much, then you back it up and just release it. So we'll inhale and exhale. Maybe you even try to fold forward a little bit. Maybe your gaze is coming down at your left foot. Maybe your hands are on the shin now. Maybe the right hand is pressing into the inner thigh. Whatever feels good for you. This is our fold. This is how we open the hip. Okay, you can do this on your back, on the floor. You can do this seated in a chair. Obviously, that's what we're doing. There's many variations for this pose, but this is a really good pose to open up the hip. Let's inhale, come up, and slowly unwind. Take your time and bring it on down. And just let's do some marches here. And we'll take it to the opposite side. Now they say that we hold all our stress in our hips, our hip flexors. So I like to try to do as much of that stretching as I can. So again, your option, either just bringing the knee in and hinging it left to right, or we inhale it up Exhale, cross it over and get settled here. Like I said, we don't have to land the pose, right? One side is always tighter than the other side. I don't know why. That's what they say in yoga. But you know where we're going. The ankle is over the knee. The shin is facing forward. The kneecap is towards the left side of the room. And we're sitting up tall. Maybe this is as far as you go. Maybe you can really feel it here and you need your breath to stay here. So inhale, exhale. Maybe you lean forward this time. Maybe the left hand presses lightly into the inner thigh. Maybe the right hand holds on to the shin. Maybe you lean a little forward. You decide, right? Again, no pain. Don't forget that old saying, no pain, no gain. We don't want pain. We want stretches. So if it's too painful or you're feeling pain, then you back up, okay? So otherwise, we keep breathing and we keep reaching forward as we exhale. Couple more, inhale, exhale. Slowly unwind, take your time. It's a lot of movement there. Let's wiggle on the chair. Come all the way to the edge of the chair and take knee knock pose. Now, if we were on our back, this would be our knee knock pose, but we're not on our back, so we'll take it here and slowly walk the feet in. Lift them up, a couple of marches here and there. Scoop the bum back, about the middle of the chair. We'll take a seated mountain pose. So inhale, exhale. We still have all those good vibes, right? Showering on down. Inhale, scoop it up. Exhale, shower it down. One more. This time we inhale it up. Maybe we look up at the ceiling, look at our hands, and then shower it on down. And from here, we'll take what I think and call eagle's wings. Okay, this reminds me of a bird just flying. I don't know if you ever had that thought as a kid. Did you ever fly? But anyways, we'll reach forward with our arms. Fingers are spread, thumbs are reaching forward. This is our inhale. And on our exhale, we open up, slowly opening up, say to a letter T, which will be right here. Noticing how that feels in the front of the chest as we open up the chest, okay? The second variation for this is you can reach even further back and squeeze the shoulder blades as you lift the chest and maybe you gaze up just a little bit as the eyes meet the ceiling. So inhale, you come back here. Exhale, we open up and you go where you want to go. To the T, all the way back, gaze is up. You decide. Inhale forward. Exhale, open. Fly like an eagle. Inhale forward. Exhale, open up. Maybe close your eyes here. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And bring those arms down. Let's reach forward a little bit and just shake those arms out. That's what I like to call eagle's wings. I don't even know if you know that song, but I love that song. So that is our chest opener. And from here, just wiggle back on the chair. And maybe just take another cow pose. You remember your cow pose? So your cow pose is the hands up, come up here, right? We're wrapping those biceps. Thumbs are reaching up, fingers are spread, arching the spine forward. Maybe the gaze and the chin come up a little bit. This is our cow pose. And let's take a cat pose. Exhale, round forward. Tuck the chin. Cat, couple the knees. And reach the spine forward. Navel's reaching to the back of the chair. And we're rounding the spine forward. Let's take one more of each. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And come back to center. Let's take opposite hands to opposite shoulders. Twist left and right. Give yourself a hug. This is it. You finished class. And this is your yoga hug from me to you. So let's scoop the bum back. Sit back in the chair. Hands are resting gently on the thighs. And we close our eyes. Go back to where we started. Take a deep inhale in. Long exhale out. And just come back to your normal breathing. And let's relax the face. Relax the eyes. Separate the upper and lower jaw, relaxing the jaw. Relax the shoulders. Relax the legs. Relax the feet. And let's come back to our intention. What was your intention? Who did you dedicate this class to? Hopefully you dedicated to yourself and your own wellness, bringing breath into your body, healing the body with your breath, relaxing the central nervous system, just calming yourself down. I feel the breath is really important to the body, and we all need to practice our inhales and our exhales during so many difficult times. And you can start here with your chair yoga class. So let's blink our eyes open if they're not already open. Let's take one more inhale in. Reach up. Press the hands together. Come down to heart center. Let's bow our heads. The light in me honors the light in you. We lift our heads back up and we say namaste. Peace. I wish you all peace, love, and happiness. See you in a meeting soon. Bye.